Alright folks, this video has been a long time coming. I actually put off for quite some time before I wanted to discuss this platform. I have been registered with USI Tech for approximately, I want to say, as long as I've been with BitConnect, so about 3 months. And maybe longer. But USI Tech is actually a very interesting platform. I compare it to BitConnect. Only thing is that USI Tech does something a little different than what BitConnect does, and is they actually pay you in Bitcoin, as BitConnect does a lending platform that pays you based on the fiat value of their coin being lent, and then if you wanted to get paid back, you can withdraw in either BitConnect coin or Bitcoin. The only difference here is that USI Tech has been called everything but anything nice. Most people have referred to it as a Ponzi scheme, as a scam. But they've actually been doing a lot of things as of late that has tried to get them to a situation where they are considered to be acceptable in the United States. I think yesterday they did a conference or an event in Pennsylvania that Raj went to. They're doing another one this weekend or next week in Dallas. They're making a very, very heavy effort to now get more known. They originally started, overseas. They're based out of Dubai. Um, they offer an opportunity for originally doing a lot of forex trading and offering their software. Their software did have a license that you had to purchase to get it, which was like 600 euro. But after that, I think you paid a fee every time you used it. But they potentially offered you somewhat of like, I don't know if it was trading signals, but the biggest thing that was in my mind was the ability that they gave you the chance to buy what they call BTC packages. When you bought those packages, they paid you out over 140 working days. If you're not familiar with the working day, you can just call it a business day or a trading day. And then they offered you 140% return over that span, and you would actually be paid back in Bitcoin instead of a fiat value. So all of your transactions with the platform are in Bitcoin, and it looks like, for the most part, they've been doing fairly well. They're over a year strong. They've been doing probably all the right things. Now, they say that they've been in business for quite some time. If you look at their About Us section, I like the fact that they're talking about, long-term success. And as we've had a lot of turbulence and issues with lending coin platforms failing or flopping or disappearing, this platform has been around for enough to say, okay, maybe they will stay around for a bit longer. Now, it's not like you have to lend a certain amount and wait 365 days to get your money back. You actually get your money back after 140 working days. And then they even allow you to not necessarily compound, but they have a rebuy feature that allows you to automatically rebuy or buy new BTC packages when you have enough in your earned value amount to purchase a package. Now, on average, their packages are about 57 US dollars or 50 euro, so it's closer to 60 US dollars. However, again, you're getting back that 140%. So here, the biggest thing about them now is that they're all actually they just signed like a $70 million deal to do a mining contract. So they're making a very, very big effort into increasing their mining infrastructure to allow people to gain long-term profit from this platform. So right now it shows that they offer innovative technology. They're offering long-term success, saying that they've been in business for at least the last 8 years, and they've had over 100 software versions that have been successfully tested for the long term. Veteran experience is still somewhat debatable, but one thing about this platform versus others is there's a little bit more transparency as to who's behind it. With BitConnect and some others, you don't really have anybody telling you who's behind it, so you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt. There have been some hints and some names thrown around here and there, but with this, you have guys behind it that are regularly showing their face. Now, given the fact that they're out of Dubai, um, that could also give some people a little bit of, be uneasy about it. But for the most part, I actually see a lot of upside to this platform. Now, there are some questions as to what I can show you from the platform, because apparently, from what I've heard, you're not allowed to show a portion of your back office to anybody on the site. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and just scroll through this here. Now, we see here that they're actually talking about, what the business opportunity side of it. So you want to know how you're going to make money and what's the function behind it that gives you that comfort to let you know that they're going to be around longer than one of these fly-by-night hype platforms. Because BitConnect is considered a hype, and it only offers an average of about 1%, but they're also offering you a 1% or up to 1%. So some days you may not earn 1% with USI Tech, as is the same with BitConnect. So I compare them only because these are the two longest running platforms for the most part that aren't those that you make a deposit to, you don't see profit over a long term, and then all of a sudden they disappear like Orem Bank or whatever. So you actually can make withdrawals. They have several levels of affiliate and referral levels that you can get. So it offers a way to make a passive income as safe as possible. And I don't like to use the word safe when it comes to these investments because I don't believe any investment is safe. The only investment that's safe is the investment in yourself and your education, learning a skill, learning about a program, learning period, enhancing your culture, everything that you can understand to be more functional as a human in society. That is what I consider to be a safe investment, is you investing in yourself. This is just an opportunity to possibly take some money that you would have had sitting somewhere else and invest it in a way to get a return and then be able to withdraw those returns. Now here it says customers have experienced or enjoyed up to 150% profit. That would coincide with their 140% return on their packages. So I'll be probably cutting this video into pieces. Just so if I flip flap back and forth and you don't like the editing, I'm sorry, but I can only show you certain things, and until I can understand what else I can show you, I'm going to limit that exposure. Now here you see it shows that it is accessible for everybody. Their packages start at €50, and that is the BTC packages. Now, in those packages, you do pay a mining fee, but that is included in the price of that package. All right, and that is for them to use towards their actual, mining equipment, the infrastructure that they have behind it. Now, with this platform, there are some people, and there have been rumblings that they have made, I think in the last year, over 10 millionaires of people that have invested. Now, you're talking about people that have access to a plethora of individuals watching their channel, going to their website, things of that nature. So that exposure is out there. But again, I just like to show you the opportunity. If you decide to jump into it, please do your own research before you do so, because nothing I say here is financial advice. All right, so here it shows they're generating up to 35% in commission on 12 referral levels. Now, they are talking about adjusting these levels or making certain requirements in order for you to reach that. And here's the advantage. Now, USI Tech, from what I've heard so far, is they actually are working on a few things. I heard DJ Nadie mention it, and I heard Crypto Biz, I think, and somebody else, Captain Kip. He was talking about it, and Captain Kip has been in USI Tech for a while. He is making a lot of good money with it, and he also, I believe, he quit his job because of the money that he was making. So if you look at it, they have the chip that they're working on, or their mining equipment. They want to be able to use the heat that comes off of it to be able to create more energy, to be able to turn that into electricity to enhance their usage and actually become more energy efficient, which would in turn lower the cost of their infrastructure and likely lower the cost of overall replacing the parts in the long term. Now, the forex market is where they started and where they make their money. So they do have a forex license software that they were giving for that €600, but I believe that everybody who bought it, they have like a year left on it, and then they're going to change the way that that's structured. But I'll find out more about that in the future. All right. So Bitcoin continues to grow, as we know. More than 80% of traders lose money continuously. So if you're like me and you don't have the time to really sit around all day and trade, and watch the market, this may be an opportunity to kind of let your money do what it does. Because essentially what they're offering you is the chance to make an investment and just let it do what it does. Collect your earnings and collect your returns and keep it moving. Now, for a lot of people, they're like, what's the catch? What's the catch? And I'm still trying to find the catch myself. I am very skeptical of a lot of different platforms, and I make that known, but I also like to be unbiased in my videos so that you can make your own decision. Now, they offer you the opportunity to get a piece of the pie, regardless of the size of your bank account. That's all good. It just means that they make this available to the average investor. You don't need $10,000 and $20,000 to jump in like you do need with some mutual funds or some index funds like Vanguard and certain things that you may need to put up a boatload of money in order to get in the pot or get in the game. All right, so they do use an automated trading system. I believe they use a variation of MT4 and something else. And also you have their experienced team that they're talking about. Now, their mission, of course, they're saying is for everybody to have an opportunity to make some money as Bitcoin continues to grow. So you're going to ask, how high is my risk? They have unique algorithms. Everybody's got unique algorithms, so we take that with a grain of salt. In the worst case scenario, the trading can be immediately halted at any time by stopping the software. Now, this is again talking about their individual software if you used it for forex trading. It's not specifically referencing the BTC packages because you get your money back once that 140 working days has transpired or expired. All right. It tells you how to get started. They walk you through your dashboard. You go ahead and see everything that's going on, as far as how things are working. So if we look at the business opportunity we looked at the advantages, we looked at the mission and the frequently asked questions. So I'm going to stop the video and then I'm going to take it to my dashboard. All right. Bear with me just a second. So here we are on the dashboard, and I'm still unsure exactly what about the dashboard is not supposed to be visible to everybody, so bear with me a second while we go through this. As you can see, or hopefully you can see, I have about 25 active BTC packages, which I bought within the last couple of days. I also took advantage of buying the tokens. Now, there's two things going on. I'll show you the breakdown of the actual BTC packages, so bear with me just a second. All right, so if you look here at these packages, you have two different options one option that you can choose. And I mentioned to you that the BTC package was based on that Bitcoin price that averages about 57 US dollars or 60 euro. And then you have the 140 working days is Monday through Friday, so you can call that either business days, working days, or trading days. And then 140% is the return on your capital over that span of 140 working days. A 1% average daily payout. And then also, because they're doing an ICO phase type thing right now where they're actually offering their own tech coin, you actually would receive a free token for every package that you purchase, which is kind of a benefit. So essentially what you do is you buy the package, you take it, you move forward, you let it work, and then as you get the package, you'll be able to see how it progresses. So I'm going to actually go to my current active packages and show you what I mean. So here you'll see that I purchased a package on the 1st. I actually purchased 5 packages that day, and it shows me the running day. So it's been 5 days that it's been running, and then it shows me the percentage that I've earned on that group of packages. And what it does is it actually groups all of the packages that you purchase together as a total payout. So that's one of the good things as far as getting in the platform. Now here it shows me what percentages I earned on each day. So it shows me, okay, the percentage here, 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 here. So you see that it all leads up to possibly being up to a 1%. That's more reliable, but it's also around the same terms and the same percentages as BitConnect. So that can be something that we can say, okay, cool. At least it's something that is relatable to, right? Then you go over here and you see the package that I just bought. I bought 20 packages on the 5th, and that was not a trading day, so I should only have 1 day of profit earned. Actually, it shows 2. So it counts Wednesday already, which it's Tuesday here where I am, so it's counting the day forward. So 97% will be tomorrow or Wednesday's earnings, and 89% was technically today's earnings, or for them it was yesterday. So that's where we're at as far as how the earning goes. And you can continue to monitor it. You can see the amount of days, and as you continue to purchase packages, you'll see them separately allocated here based on the date and that package ID. Now, token packages pretty much work the same way, except with the tokens, it's a little bit different. The tokens are expected to be released on CoinMarketCap and externally probably around the time when they finish up the ICO. It's not really clear yet what they're planning to do. At first, I really wasn't sure what was going on with the tokens. I was like, okay, you're offering a token, but why? And a lot of it had to do with straight out what they told everybody, and they weren't shy about it, is it's helping them to improve their infrastructure. So because of that $70 million contract they signed as far as getting, the mining equipment and becoming a premier mining force in the industry or in cryptocurrency as it is, they want to give you that coin, but then that coin they're going to expect to be releasing out publicly. So if you get the coin now, there's supposed to be different bonuses attributed to it. Now, already they've sold over 33 million coins. Now, they have a lot of different bonuses for different packages that you buy. And if you buy a certain package, you get a bonus. So if you buy 5,000 tokens, you get a bonus for the first 10,000. And it's based on this token tracker here. So the value is going to increase as this goes up. So I'm not sure how often this actual gauge is updated, but that's just showing you, okay, at the current price, you're getting 50 cents per token, and so on and so forth. So I've treated it as if you were using it as an ICO and you got 50 cents per token, and then all of a sudden, once they hit the market, it went to $1. You made a profit there, right? If it went to $5, same, so on and so forth. So I personally have only purchased 4 individual silver packages. I'm still not bought in heavy on buying a bunch of tokens, but we'll see. I'm more interested in the BTC return. All right. And then they have different levels of commission, so on and so forth. So what you'll see here is you'll see that you get a partner ID. You can customize the link and change it to what you want your username to be, but your partner ID stays the same regardless. And so if you ask how you invest is you select the package and then you invest in Bitcoin. It'll provide you a Bitcoin address. So if you go here, you say, hey, I want to buy a package. It's going to take you to a link. You say you want to buy one. Now, the cool thing here is that you actually, as a person who may have affiliates or referrals, what I'll probably do moving forward is I'm likely going to go ahead and pick one person a week, or maybe two persons a week, two people a week, not persons, that I will buy a package for them for signing up under me and buying at least 2 to 3 packages. So I will probably start that sometime next week. But I wanted to give you a brief rundown of how everything goes. So I would do that here, buy for partner, click purchase. I put your partner ID, and then I would go automatically add that to your account. And not only does that help you, but it also helps me because we're enhancing the growth and the income that's coming to the whole team. And this, I feel, that can be really beneficial to work and use in a team type of atmosphere. So if you clicked here, make sure that you always read your terms and agreement and know what you're signing up for. It may seem lengthy, it may seem wordy, but it is very important that you understand these things because people blindly sign up for stuff and then don't understand the terms and conditions that are attached to those agreements. So here you understand that they're trading in any market, Bitcoin, forex, or anything else is very speculative and highly risky. You need to understand the risk involved, all right? USI Tech will not provide users with any advice related to any financial market, investment product, the underlying assets, markets, or market make investment recommendations. It's purely up to you. So USI Tech stands for United Software or something, or Intelligence, I believe. They are actually a software company. That's typically or exactly what they are. Now they offer this other facet to increase the revenue that's coming into their platform and also to each person that invests in it. And then also they're offering, other technologies that they're coming about with, and they make a little money off their software, which is their actual main product, all right? So here it shows that you need to understand as a user that you understand the risks involved, all right? So I'm not going to go through everything on the site. You can read it on your own. But I wanted to just tell you that I am presently in it. So a lot of people have been asking me, are you in USI Tech? Are you in USI Tech? Yes, I am. Now, there was one issue. All right, so I will tell you this. USI Tech is growing. So they actually just recently added a customer service facet to their whole platform. Now, before they didn't have one. So I did make a purchase on October 2nd for 5 Bitcoin packages. And those packages have yet to show up in my back office. I did contact their customer support and I'm waiting on a reply, but they actually had a call center or a person over the phone that you could talk to that is supposed to be investigating the matter. So from there, what I see is that they are making an effort to enhance their communication with people and be a little bit more transparent and provide real-time support. I had submitted about 6 or 7 tickets about it, and I had all about given up on USI Tech. But so far, I mean, I was willing to give another chance, and I figure eventually they're going to give me that package amount that I purchased, or I'm going to count it as a loss. Either way, it was an investment that I made that I realized, hey, I may not make anything back. So some people may feel that's unwise, but I'm still pursuing the recourse for getting those packages at least attributed to my account, because now we're talking about several weeks, almost a month, that I'm missing out on profit on those 5 packages. So that has to be taken in and everything with a grain of salt. I definitely recommend that you go ahead and do your own research before moving forward or looking into investing with the site. All right, so that's really what I have right now for USI Tech. It's a pretty clean back office. It's pretty cut and dry. There's not a lot of activity that I want to show you. I mean, you have your wallet. You have a BTC package calculator. So I'm glad actually, so they were still updating this site for quite some time over the weekend. It actually came out and they didn't have this on there, and I'm glad they added this BTC calculator back. So this here just shows you potentially what you could earn starting with any amount of capital. So $5,000 is a bit steep because a lot of people don't have that to invest. But say you started with less than that. Say you started with maybe $500, right? $500 will give you 10 packages. We click, I guess, redisplay equals recalculate. You're going to get that average of 1% return, and you don't put your rebuy percentage. So say you want all of your profit coming back to you. All right. So over those working days, it's going to show you, the amount of active packages that you have. And then it would tell you when you would be able to go ahead. Now, so all you have here in this section is the amount that's growing in your wallet. So after what, 10 weeks, you got 50 bucks, 20 weeks is 100 bucks, so on and so forth. And then you got that, and then you are steadily getting this passive income off of an initial investment of that 500 euro, right? So say you put the rebuy percentage to 100% and it's recalculated. Now you're looking at something a little bit different. As you get about every 10 weeks or so, you're purchasing another package. And as you purchase another package, you're increasing the amount of your revenue, and you're also increasing the amount of your active investment, and so on and so forth. So right now I've got about 25 packages, and the point is that you want to be able to stagger it so that when you purchase packages, you actually end up increasing the amount that you have. Moving forward, I don't have 25. 50. I have 25. All right, so you're actually increasing the amount of working capital that you have going for you, and you can always adjust your rebuy percentage. It's not locked in for the investment term. You can change your rebuy percentage at any time and then start to withdraw whatever the profit is that you gain on the platform. So here you're seeing, you're moving forward. You started off with, why does it say 50 packages minimum? I put 25. Let me see. All right, so for some reason it's defaulting at 50, which is fine. Oh no, starting capital. I'm so sorry. Let me do 1500. Nope. What was it, like 1250 I spent? Yep, that's about right. All right, so there we go. My fault, not paying attention. So put in $1,250. That's what I put into the platform. As you see, it's going to happen is about every 4 weeks with the current setup that I have, I'll be increasing my package count by one. And as I continue to increase that, once I get to day 140, which will be the point of time where my first package will expire, or first groups of packages will expire, it shows here that I would actually have an active package count of, let's see, day 140, I would have just under 100 packages moving in my favor, which talks about, $49 roughly a day being earned. And then that's $4,950 working in my favor. So let's go to 280 days, which would be, no, 140, yeah, 280. So we go to 280 days, and I would have at that point 165 packages working in my favor, making about, $82 a day. And so my goal has been to make about close to 100 a day. So I'd be getting roughly close to that before I ended the year when I got to 300 days. So you do have the ability to make a decent amount of money with this platform. But again, never invest anything that you're not willing to lose. And always take it with a grain of salt. Don't just take it as, word is bond just because I say it. Understand that you need to know what's going on. All right. So they have different qualifications, what you need to be able to qualify and move forward. This is specifically more into how many enrolled users you have, as well as what token package commission you're going to receive. So right here, it shows that, my token percentage would be 10% for level 1 referrals. I am qualified, and then I would receive BTC package commissions of 10% for that first level. And as you see moving further down, you do have requirements for actually seeing, okay, what is required for me to get a level 2 commission percentage. You need to have 3 people with at least 12 active packages, and then you would qualify for that second level. So that was where you would benefit, because the 12 active packages is not just starting out with 12, it's when you finally get to 12. So you can actually buy a bunch of packages for different people under you and increase their ability to earn income. So it's free money for the people under you. And then you also increase your own chance to make money. So I really like how the way they set this up, because they really want to make it more of a team thing. So a lot of people are like, well, that's MLM to the T, which there's no T in MLM, but multi-level does have a T. So there is a multi-level facet to this platform, and I understand that. And some people are very, very against that. However, as you make money as a team in this kind of atmosphere, everybody wins, as long as the platform is alive, which is the biggest caveat. So I would encourage you to look up USI Tech, see if it's something for you. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check out the website or just get registered. But I will likely be doing a package giveaway probably sometime next week. I'm going to wait till I hear back from customer support about my main concerns, and then I'll get back to all of you. All right. Peace.